Okay, welcome everybody to Coffee and Art in the Morning. I'm Dede. Smile. So before we get started, I'm going to do a new color book today with ink tints because I haven't used ink tint. I don't use my ink tints enough, right? I don't use them enough. So we're going to use some ink tints. I don't know if we'll use ink tints exclusively, but we're going to use ink tints and a new color book. I'm really zoomed in here. I mean, I have my camera dropped really low for coloring purposes. But first, I'm going to show the three new sets of cards that we got in for the, what the heck? That just filtered off of my camera? What the heck? My camera's shedding. All right, so let's see whose cards we got in, our little puzzle cards. Now, I know I'm working on a thing here. Let me get a piece of black paper here. So it's a little cleaner so you can see the cards. There we go. Okay, so the ones we have in today, and I will make a note. I got my little clipboard right here to check them off. We got in, hang on, so that I can X. Oh, I don't need the orange one. I need the black one to X. X marks the spot. All right, let's see here. So, Heidi H., who I know mostly from Facebook. She comes in here every now and then. Oh, she sent some postage money. That's sweet. I haven't taken them out of their little envelopes yet. Okay, so hang on. And I've not put them together, so I have no idea how they look. So thank you, Heidi. Let's look at hers. Already. Camera coughing up fur balls. Hey, Jean. Where's my little fur balls? Where are those things? Oh, I wish I could put. I need to pull that little pack of fuzz balls out. If y'all don't know the coughing up fur balls joke around here, I need to find those. Thanks for reminding me, Jean. Well, I wish I could put my hand right on them. Dang, where are they? Oh well. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this together. She does sign one of them, so thanks guys for signing them. We want somebody's going to want to know. So it looks like a carousel here. Does that go there? Yeah, yeah. This is very colorful. Ooh, I like this. I like this colorfulness. Looks like it goes there. Okay, and I'll move it up and down because I'm really zoomed in, guys, for the color booking. Let's see here. See if I can move that camera up just a little. There we go. All right. That. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Okay, now let me see if I can pick it up here. Looky. Isn't that pretty? Very lovely, Heidi. Hey, Julie. Good to have you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm just showing off the three cards that I got in the mail. This is part of a swap. It's already closed, guys. I already have 50 people. 50 people have already joined, so it's closed. But as they come in, I want to show them. I can't wait and show them all at once because that would be 50 of them I'd have to show and put together. And I'm not real quick at this. So yeah, that pretty? Okay. So that's Heidi. Make sure I get everything back in the envelopes until I swap it out. There's her self-addressed envelope. Okay, so I checked her off. All right, now we got next. Next, we have Nell, Gilly Nell. She has a nice little note and a letter in here. Thanks so much. Gilly. I don't know if Gilly's here. And, I don't expect everybody to be here because it is going. And she sent a little art card. I don't, when someone sends an art card or a business card, I'm passing those on to the person. So, unless they say it's for me, if it's money, it's going to go for postage and I'm going to take that. Not passing on the money. So if you send me postage, thank you very much. Okay, so this is going to be a tricky one to put together. Okay, so Gilly Nell Look, we might be here for a few minutes. Yeah, okay. Oh, did she sign one? Uh-oh. I'm going to try to make sure. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to try to make sure everybody signs at least one, right? So that the person that gets it know who's it's from. Okay. Hang on, people. I don't know if it's upside down or right side up. It's very pretty, though. Very pretty. Okay, these two leaves look like they go together. No, they don't. See, we're going to be here for a minute. A minute. All right, let's see. That looks like it goes there. Okay, I got those three up and down. Let's see. This one looks like it. Look at me. Look what I'm trying to do. I need more coffee. Like Paula, drink your coffee, Paula. Ho ho! Oh, let's see. Okay, does that go with that? No. Oh my goodness, guys, hang on. This might be in the middle. I'm not sure. Does that go there? No. Just a minute, just a minute. We'll figure it out. Okay, wait, that goes there. And I don't even know if this whole thing's upside down. Where's her card with her name? Okay, I do have it upside down. If her name is correct. If her name is correct, then it goes this. Whoa, now I messed it up. Oh no. Oh no. Totally messed it up. Oh my gosh, I don't even think that goes there. That doesn't even go there. I had that wrong from the get-go. Wait for it, guys. Wait, we'll get it. I'm determined. I'm determined. Okay, there's that. All right, let's see. I mean, there's only so many ways this thing can go. All right, we got 4 of them. Now, I thought that went there, but it doesn't. It must go over on this side here. If y'all are telling me how to do it in chat, there's a lag, so it doesn't do any good for you to tell me, because by the time you say that left card goes to the right, I have no idea which one you mean. Okay. Oop. That goes there, and this one goes there. Okay, we're down to just 3 more. Let's see. And see, I don't know if it goes top or bottom. Let's go down. Ah, here we go. All right. We got it now, people. We got it now. This was a tricky one here now. There we go. Look how lovely that is once we got it put together. Right? Look, let me lift it up. And again, it's a little flashed out, guys, because the camera settings are a little on the light side, so when I go to color. But I think you get the idea. Look how pretty that is. That was a lot of work right there. Gilly. I know, everybody's giving you claps. Yes, I'm recording. Okay, so yeah, that one's pretty. Oh, did I scratch your name off? Wait, let me get my pen. Let's make sure. Did I scratch it off? Nope, let's scratch. Okay, because I'm putting an X through. See, when someone sends one in, I check it with orange, and then when I show it, I put the black X. Then when I mail it out, I'll put a line through the name. So I get very organized with my swaps. Okay, I'm going to mix them. Oh, yeah, I'm going to shuffle these babies up. Whoever gets this one, who's laughing at me? Who's laughing? That's who's going to get this one. Okay, so there's those. And the last one I got in today is from Anita. No, yeah, Anita. My Miki Anita, is she here today? I think I saw her. Okay, so let me scratch her name off. Hang on. Where's my pen? Because I want to make sure I show everybody's Where is she? Where are you? Yeah, there it is. Little P. Little P. Of course she's here. I already saw her. All right, so Little P sent these. Oh, 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 that's so cute. Yes, yes, Little P. I try to remember. Little P. You know, when y'all have nicknames, I'm used to calling you one thing, and then when you have your real name, I have to think. You're making me think, but I do want to keep that little note. I love that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Did she put her name on the back of one? If not, I'll write it on there for her. Let's see. Because when whoever gets it's not going to know. I barely knew who you were. There you are. Little P. Little P. Okay, so we know it goes this way. We got one. Yeah. Yeah. I say Little P, Little Phantom. Yeah. But and I'm not sure if I pronounce it right. Miki? Miki? I'm probably saying it wrong. Don't email me. I'm looking for the edge of the moon there. There we go. Okay, and then this looks like it has a tiny bit of moon. Ah! Bingo! Okay, let's go that way. We'll just guess there. All right. Another one of these puzzle that is really a good one for a puzzle, right? Okay, there's the spaceship. No, no, no. It looks like it's right, but that doesn't match up. Well, maybe it just ends right there. Look, because that spaceship looks right, but not exact. Maybe not. I'm not sure. There we go. That spaceship tricked me. Hey, Third Terry. I'm just showing the last of the 3 new cards that came in for the swap. That way everybody gets to see them. Right? All right, let's see. This looks like it goes there. No. Something there. Part of a ship. There. Okay. Look at me still trying to do this. That has to go there. This has to go there. We got it. That goes there. And the last one is going to go there. Yay! Good job, Little P. Look. Isn't that cute? That's a good one for a puzzle. Hey, Vicky S. Anybody else popping in? Hey, Patty Purr. Uh-oh. I want to show it, the whole thing. Here we go. Let's put it back together real quick there, so we can pick it up. So that's a good one for a card swap. Thank you, Little P. Little Phantom. Isn't that cool? Yeah, Little P is Dutch. I think but lives in Belgium. I think I got that right. So there we go. Hey, Packer Die. So I'm going to mix this up again. Shuffle, shuffle. Oh, let's turn some upside down too. Make it real fun for the person. I try to mix them up so that when you get them, you're not just relying on what I've already put down, right? All right, so those are the 3 that came in. We checked those 3 off. So as they come in, guys, let me move my clipboard here. As they come in, I am checking them off. So we get everybody. I have a box over here. When I do a swap, I keep a box. So it's like this, see? I have a box like this where they're all in there. That way they all stayed together, hopefully. Okay, so you already dropped the kids off Pack or Die? Oops. All right, guys. So, like I said, the camera's dropped really low here so that I can, we're going to do coloring, a new color book. And we're going to use ink tints. So if y'all don't know what ink tints are, here's my ink tints. I got a set here. Where's the lid? So I don't use them enough. So I do have a little sheet next to me because I will say this about the ink tints. The colors on the little ends here are not the same. You know, they're off a little bit. So if I want, you know, I mean, it's okay, but some, especially the blues and the greens, are real dark. You can't tell what color they are. So I want to have a test sheet next to me so that I can tell what color they are. If y'all don't know what ink tints are, they are a water-soluble, oops, it's going to flash out. They're a water-soluble pencil that when it dries, well, let's back up. When you dissolve them completely, when they're dissolved completely and they dry, they're supposed to be waterproof. Now, that being said, I can't swear to how they're going to react on every color book or every kind of paper. Okay, so I think that's might be a little flashed out. Let me get my sherry cart. There we go. So I can't tell you if they will move or not after they're dry. So if you're going to put a varnish or anything like that, any kind of coating, test it. I always tell people, don't rely on me to just say because I used them on this one project and they worked, that they're going to work on every paper, under every circumstances, and all that. Yeah, the blocks too. You favor the blocks, Suzanne? Okay. That might be a little hard to color with, unless you're using a pen, of course. The water brush, I mean. So that's what we're going to be using. So, and again, I may or may not only use these. I don't know. I may also use some pencils, some water. I don't know. We're going to see. So this is what we're going to use. Okay, and I don't want to talk too loud because the camera is literally 3 inches from my face. So if it sounds loud, I can turn it down a little. Or you can. So I'm going to set them both trays like right up here where I can get at them. And I can see the colors as I'm pulling them, as you can see there. Well, let's pull it down just a little so you can see a little bit of color. That looks pretty. Yeah, you use the water brush with both? Yeah. And I just use this as the Pentel water brush. You can get it at, I get mine at Hobby Lobby. I think they're somewhere around $8, but I use 40% off coupon on everything. So, you know, you can get them for like $5 with a coupon. So, yeah. Just fill them with water. That's all there is to that. Y'all see me use that a ton of times. If y'all have any question, put them in caps. Yeah, I don't have the blocks, Suzanne. I just didn't figure I would use them since I have the pencils. But, you know, I'm sure they're great for blocking in like, you know, what they're made for, big areas. Okay, so the color book that we're going to do is, bam, Pop Manga. And this is the companion to it, if you haven't seen this, Pop Painting. Now, in her book here, it's the same author and artist. This shows how she does her paintings. And then this is her color book. She does say in her book that she has not colored, now, at the time of the book, she had not colored any of her own drawings. So, anyway, so we're going to color in the color book, but I wanted to do a little flip in the book. And yeah, and we're gonna try to use mostly ink tints to color it. I'm not gonna swear that that's all we'll use, but you have this one? Okay, you have both of them? There goes Terry. Bam! Bam! With the links. Terry's right on it. Oh, I love the mods. Okay, so Pop Painting, and it's Camilla de Rico. And I know I didn't put that. Where's my grandson? He's the one with he has 5 years of Spanish. He could speak it. He could put the accent on it. But anyway, I'm guessing it's some kind of a Spanish type name. I could be wrong. Don't email me. Hey, Lindsay. But it just looks like Del Rico. No, everybody's laughing. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to do a little show of her book first. And again, she uses I believe it's a water soluble, an oil, the water oils, what are they called? There's a name for them, not water soluble oils, but they're the kind of oils that you can mix with water. I know that sounds like, that doesn't go together, but I think that's what she uses. I have not read the whole book yet, but yeah. So she does these they're kind of a cross between whimsy, fantasy. Well, how does she calls it a surreal journey through cute, curious, bizarre, and beautiful world. So, yeah. So I'm going to show a little bit of the book. And I know it's going to kind of flash out every now and then, guys, but we'll do our best. So if you have any questions, I'm just going to flip through here. I'm really anxious to actually read about her, read the book. Originality, inspiration, and intuition. You are born an original, so don't die a copy. Part of being an artist is yourself. You are you and what inspires you, which is why it is so important for you to be original and follow your intuition. Taking someone else's ideas or style does nothing to show you how to see the world. So even though other artists may inspire you, be true to yourself and never plagiarize someone else's artwork. She means like don't just go out there and copy her stuff and say. She doesn't mean don't color her book. Tools of the trade. So let me see. This is the one I wanted to see about the kind of paint. She uses the Holbein Duo oils. They mix with water. So they're water mixable oils. And, with those kind, I believe they don't have the smell because you're not using, you can use water to mix and clean your brushes rather than the mineral spirits. She says, but she can use linseed oil if she wants to with them, or acrylic paints and mediums to thin and blend. Now, I've done some oil painting, but I've not used the water soluble type of, the water mixable oils. They're not, they've been around for a while. As far as I know, I'm the only pop surrealist artist who primarily, she says, as far as she knows, she's the only pop surrealist artist who primarily uses water-soluble oils. That's what she says. I miss somebody coming in? No, Jean. I think what she means, and I'm sure this is what most artists mean. It's one thing when you want to make a copy of something, throw it in your art journal or something. I think what she's meaning is don't go out there and paint this. Don't go out there and paint this and say it's yours and sell. She doesn't care if we color her color book. That's not what she means. Or even uses her templates in here to learn. That's not what that means. So don't anybody get their panties in a wad. See, look, she's got you the templates and everything for you to practice. She just means don't go out there now and sell her, work as yours. That's, she doesn't care if you practice it. And everybody starts with practicing drawing on somebody from somebody else. So, she doesn't mean go out there and sell it. So you can see her work. Now again, this is oils which blend, and you all know how oils look, or any kind of blendable, you know, soft edged medium that you can use, whether it's whatever you use, acrylic, watercolor, or especially oils that are very blendable and mixable. You're just kidding. She means don't try to be someone else. Yeah, be you. That's right. I loved your Olympic uh, art journal page, even though I haven't watched the very end of it yet. I'm probably about an hour left on your recording, Jean. So anyway, this is how her paintings look. Now, do not expect us to color in her color book with Inktense pencils and have it look like this. This is all soft edged blended, right? We're going to color it. We're not going to paint it. We're not going to paint. But I just wanted you to show you her book, her book painted pieces. She does a lot of octopus. Um, so it's very cute, whimsical, fantasy, and it has its dark moments. Tips and tricks. Make art and color your life. Make art and color you life. Eat, drink, stay alive, no distractions, audio, what to wear. Oh, she's got some painting tips. So anyway, and then she does this drippy thing. She does this like this marbleized dripping thing. Again, guys, I've not read the book at all, except to see what kind of paint she was using. And so I knew it was water-based oils. That's all I knew. So she does a little step-by-step here to show you how she does it. You know, if you want to follow along, she has a step out all the way through here. See, she does step out, so if you want to follow along and learn her technique. And then once you know a technique, you can make it your own. Rainbow bunny. That's a rabbit trail if I ever saw one. Look at that. Links should be open. Carrie or Terry or Jana would have opened the link. So y'all can post your websites, your blogs. And I did reference Carrie's blog in my last description box on my YouTube so everybody can find more streamers. So yeah, it's very cool. I'm probably not going to do her step by steps. I might try a couple techniques or something, but I just love the art of it, right? I mean, it's just very, anytime you have an art book, right? We love our art books. So from that, we are going to go into the color book, and I'll do a little flip through this. Thanks, Terry. Okay, and there's so you'll know which one we're working in. Again, it's probably going to flash out back and forth, but I'm trying to, and I might even zoom in one more click. We'll see. So, yeah, so fresh, so new. Big octopus tentacles. Very fun. Very fun. I like this one too. I have one picked out already though, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. When it moved, I will need to get that set up to stream. Need to get set up to stream. Yeah, you should. Everybody should at least try it. You know, try to stream. Big eye girls, lots of octopus, some robots. A kind of a mermaid there. So you see, I think it's very cute to me. It's very cute. This book's going on your list, Dode. I know, right? See the robot there? little steampunk thrown in. See how pretty they are? This one's got all kinds of swirls. And again, I'm sure she probably uses her painty, drippy technique on these. Well, when she painted them. And then she turned them into, you know, line drawings for a color book. Where's Vicky BR? Vicky BR. Alligator Vicky. There's Alligator Vicky right there. Hey, did Nell come in? Yeah, Nell, I just showed your cards. Yeah. That was fun to try to put together. Okay. So anyway, guys, this is the one that I thought I'd color. Although I like the little boy too. No, that's not the one. Is that the one? No, that's not the one. Wait a minute. Hang on. Where's the one I was going to color? This one. The little girl with the chick on her head. This is the one I was going to color. Isn't that cute? And then here's a double page. And then a couple of, that one's cute too with the little kittens eating the ice cream. I like that one too. And this one, of course, I think that's the one on the cover, yeah. That one. Hey, Kathy. So anyway, I think we're going to do this one. And again, I'm going to use ink tints. Maybe not exclusively. Let's see here. Let's get a little focus here. And I think I'm going to zoom in. Let me click in another one and refocus. All right, let me focus again, guys. See if I need to make it just a little brighter. Let's see how that works. How's that look? I know my hands look weird color, but as long as our color book page works out. All right, so let me move that out of the way. Now I was not going to buy any more books for a while, and now you're hooked on both these books. Hooked on books. So I think I'm trying to decide if I want a yellow background and blue stars or blue stars and a yellow background, because I think I want her hair. I know I do a lot of orange or red hair. It just gives it a good pop. You know, it's not that I particularly, you know, love red hair, but it just looks good, you know, on color, in color, rather than just blonde or brown, or, you know, I could do it purple. I mean, you know, we can do it any color we want. But I'm thinking yellow and blue stars. I mean, yellow and orange stars with maybe a blue. And I want to fade it. I want to ombre it. I want to try to ombre it. You know, so it'll be nice and dark around her face and then lightens out. You know what I mean, Vern? Of course, a little chick. We'll probably do him yellow, maybe a red heart. It could be a bluebird, but it kind of looks like a little chick. It looks like a little chockaboo. It looks like a baby chockaboo. Baby chockaboo just hatched. And I have a piece of paper right here to test out the colors, because like I said, on ink tints, some of the colors, it's hard to tell what color they are without doing a little test. So I'm going to have a sheet next to me to test the colors. So let's see what questions we have here. All your stuff's in storage. Oh, well, yeah, you got to wait till you get, but you have to have these books. Well, if you had the books, you know, you'd be able to enjoy them while you're waiting. So if y'all have any questions, put them in caps. Hopefully we're going to be good for focus. All right, so I think this has got to be a baby chockaboo. All right, so I'm going to come over here, and again, I've got the 72 ink tints colors, and And I may do other shading with other things at the end, but for now, you know, again, I'm gonna, you know, whoops, I can't really show you the tray and stay here in the color book. So, all right, let's see. I'm gonna get a couple of colors of yellow here, like a yellow and a ochre, and this is sun yellow. I'll try to tell you the names, and Sicilian yellow, which is like a yellow ochre, because I just want to get a base coat down first. But you can still read the books and pet them, Suzanne. You can pet them. What glue should I use to glue your picture to cardstock? You mean your paper, your color book paper? You can use a glue stick or Eileen's tacky, as long as you smooth it out. Don't leave it lumpy, because you'll have lumps in your color book page. You know. Yeah, a glue stick, or you know, now I use a Yoo-hoo, which is good and sticky. If you have one of the cheap glue sticks, it may not stick. So, you know, yeah, you'll pet them. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to just start with the lightest yellow first, and just put. And these are they're intense. They're ink. It's ink in a pencil. Okay. So it's a little different than, you know, your regular watercolor pencils. You can see how quickly this is going on, right? Okay, so I'm going to coat it, and you can do it multiple different ways, just like you do, you know, any watercolor pencils. You can put it on, which I want to put it on fairly intense, but you can also just pull it off of the tip, okay, if you just want a little bit. But I wanted it quite intense, so I went ahead and colored the whole thing. And again, guys, there's tons of videos out there on all this stuff. Now, I'm not squeezing out a bunch of water. This is a color book. It's not like watercolor paper. Even though, let me tell you about the weight of it here. It's probably maybe a 90 weight cardstock kind of. Well, no, maybe not. 60. It's probably about a 60 weight. I'm guessing, guys. But it's thick. It's thicker than some color books that are paper thin. It's not quite a cardstock though, but it's, you know, you can hear it there. See? So, but you still don't want to, if you do, and I'm not saying you can't, but if you do saturate your paper with water, be prepared for it to buckle. All right? And if it's really thin paper, make sure you put something behind it so it doesn't go through. All right? Right? So I'm just wetting that out there. But again, you can pull it off. If you have a tiny area, you can just pull off the paint, the ink, off the brush and color it in that way. Also, if you want to put another color or another layer, you can take you can take it and pull some off. This is the darker yellow, and start filling in or shading in. But what I would recommend is drying. Dry between, because it's not watercolor paper. It's not like you can do a wet and wet technique. I mean, you can do it a little bit, guys, and it's also always depends on the weight of the paper and how, you know, the paper. You always want to test it. But you want to dry it. Dry it in between. I froze for just a second, guys, while incoming mail, so I'm going to dry this real quick. So that you don't start pilling your paper. If you get this oversaturated, it's not like watercolor paper where you can just keep layering and layering and layering. It'll start pilling. In other words, the fibers are going to start coming apart, and you're going to get little fibers, you know, your little pills, you know, little paper pills. We don't want paper pills. All right, so now that it's dry, it's, you know, it's a little bit more sturdy. So, and I also think I'm going to pull out here the burnt orange. So I've got these are the 3 colors so far on the little chick. And I'm trying to tell you all the colors: sun yellow, Sicilian yellow, and burnt orange for some shadows. Okay. So I might go in here, and you can do it both ways. I might go in here and do a little bit of shadow here and there with the actual pencil. Now remember, they say, they being the makers of ink tints, Derwent, that once this is completely, once your pencils are completely wet and dry, they're supposed to be waterproof. You have to test that for yourself. You know, if you put something over the top of it and it runs or something, don't email me, because I'm just, so you can see I'm just adding a little bit of the burnt orange there, just kind of giving it a little shade. I'll put some around his little eyes here. Maybe his little beak is that orange color too. If you have any questions, put them in caps. And if you're watching this recording, it's a live show on ustream.tv. Thanks everybody for watching. It's a live chat with mostly awake live people. And if y'all missed it, the Ustream bot got put in the Wingnut book earlier. Okay. All right. So there we go. Maybe the little feet. We'll go ahead and do the little feet that color too. And again, you can do it both ways. You can either color it with the pencil and wet it, or you can pull it off the pencil. Okay, either way. If they're not fully dissolved, they are not permanent. Thank you, Janet. So yeah. And I can't guarantee I'm completely dissolving them here. So all right, so I'm just going to kind of blend that out. Because they're very vibrant once they're wet. It's hard to tell when they're dry how vibrant they are. But I think you're getting the idea. So we'll just, this might have to be a two-part. So, because I'm trying to keep the recordings of about an hour each. So I might have to make this a 2-hour. I don't think I'm going to finish this in an hour. It's already 45 minutes in because I showed the cards. This is the only picture in this book you've already done. Really, Vicki S? Oh my gosh. All right, so, and then I just have a little Kleenex to clean the brush off. A Kleenex works better than just cleaning it off on a piece of paper or even a paper towel. It just pulls it right off. So keep a Kleenex handy if you're using a water brush for whatever. All right, now I'm going to dry that again. Okay. And I'm not squeezing out a lot of water, so it's not real wet. I'm not squeezing any water out. I'm just kind of pulling it with the wet water tip of the brush. All right, now I'm going to go back to the medium yellow of the three here, and I'm just going to kind of just do a little bit to blend the darker orange into the yellow, just a little bit. And you can spend as much time or as little time as you want. Sometimes we get in a little bit of a hurry on stream. You don't have to do that at home. Okay, and I need a little bit more, maybe just a little bit more shadow under its little chockaboo neck. Now, it's not a chockaboo. I just said that because it reminds me of a little baby chockaboo. If y'all don't know Final Fantasy, y'all probably don't know what a chockaboo is, but Carrie knows what a chockaboo is. I sent her that drawing. If y'all saw on Facebook, I posted, it came up. You know how Facebook comes up every now and then, every other day mostly, with 1 year ago today, you posted this. And my chockaboo came back up. Then I painted or drew for Carrie. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do on that. So let's go ahead and just do a little blend. And again, if you feel like it's getting too much water, just pull, or the pigment's moving too thickly, just wipe it off to keep it from just overtaking all your yellow. I'm not squeezing any water out. It's just kind of just what's on the tip of the brush. Okay, something like that. Too much right there. I'll just pick some of that up. There we go. Okay. So what I think I want to do with the stars is kind of have them, yellow and orange, kind of the same colors, but I want them to fade out. I want them to ombre out. And then I think I want the background to be like a dark blue. That's my idea. So I'm just going to take the lightest and the dark and the light of the two. I don't know if I really need the medium. We'll see. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just, and I'm not going to make y'all watch me color all these stars. I'm just going to go around the edge, and you don't have to do the background first, or, I'm just kind of going with the mood. Okay, so I'm going to start by coloring in. And I'm not even pressing hard, guys. The pigment comes right off of the pencil. I'm not pressing at all. I'm just, I can do it from way back here. It comes off really easy. Okay. I'm just going to go right around her face for right now. We can go all the way to the edge before I do the blue. I'll get all the stars in, but... So, any questions or anything going on? Let's see, I think I'll do the stars on our little horns too. This is not planned out or anything. I'm just going with it like if I was picking up the color book without you guys here. And that's how I roll. That's just how we roll. All right. You know what? I probably really should go a little farther out with the stars because they're all not going to have orange in them. I think I can do this pretty quick. Let me sharpen this though. Because some of them are gonna just stay yellow. They're just gonna ombre out. So they're gonna be vibrant like the little chick here. It just takes so little with intense, like I don't mean ink tints. I just mean intense pigment, like ink tints or like Neo Color 2. They're so pigmented. Just it doesn't take a lot. All right, I gotta move that. That lid keeps falling over every time I bump into it. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and go all the way around. I'm just putting in. I'm not trying to get point right in every little point because I'll do that when I color it in or water brush it in. Just getting the pigment in the stars right now. Because these on the edge are all going to stay yellow with no orange in them. Bye, Crocker 2. Thanks for popping in. Anybody else coming and going? If I said hi to you, I'll work here for about 15 more minutes and then I'll start another part. And I'll go get some coffee at the same time. All right, so now I know that these here closest to her are going to have the burnt orange. They're going to have more burnt orange in them because they're closer to her. Because I'm going to fade them out, right? So let's go ahead and do the ones that are closest to her with more of the burnt orange. right along the edge. Then I'll put the mid-tone yellow in there, and then we'll blend it with water. Yeah, they're bright and pigmented. Yes, they are, Terry. So I want to get the ones closest to her. Still trying to stay in camera because we are really zoomed in. No, that one needs to be better. Because I want to kind of try to ombre them. Let's see, how far out should I go? Just a little bit on the edges of these. Alrighty. I know y'all are saying, hurry up and put some water to it. See how they're going to kind of ombre? I hope you get that effect. Hey, Linda. Army Linda. Muse. Hey again, Jean. Did we lose Carrie? Did Carrie have to leave? I must have missed her leaving. Sorry, Miss Carrie, you popped out. I missed her. Did she have to go? Hey, Lynn. Okay, so now I'm going to take the medium orange yellow, which is Sicilian yellow, and I'm going to start ombreing out just a little bit more. Don't need too much. I'm almost doing the ombreing with just the pencil. Without the water, which, you know, you can do whatever you want. You're the boss of your color book. But when I go back into these little stars, it's a tiny space. You really want to keep your brush, you don't want to probably tap off your brush on the Kleenex almost every star, because otherwise you're going to be picking up too much of the orange and you'll lose your ombre. You know, if you get too much orange in there. Can y'all see how that's working? And we can always go back if we need to, after we put the water on it and dry it, kind of go back in again with another layer if we need to. So again, I'm using Inktense, Derwent Inktense, and I've had them for so long and I just don't use them often enough. They're not paying me to use them or anything. I have so many supplies that I need to mix it up. Thanks, Terry. So you see, it's not taking too long to do all these stars. Just blending it around, all the way around. And you could just be doing this with your Prismacolor. I mean, you can't get them wet, obviously, but I'm saying you can just color them with your Prismacolor. It doesn't have to be Inktense or water soluble. You can be doing all this shading and all that with just regular, Prismacolor or whatever kind of pencils that you like. Hey, Marie Lavie. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the lightest ones and work in here. because I know I'm not going to add any more color to these. Again, you know, this is just the yellow. There's no other color in these yellow stars here, so I'm going to just kind of go start out there, and I think I'll just work my way across. So if it starts getting too much pigment, just kind of wipe it back off on your Kleenex, because otherwise all your stars will be orange, and you're trying to ombre it. So you got to keep the pigment light. You know, we can always go back and add more to make it darker, but it's, you know, especially with ink tints, which when you get it wet, it dissolves and it makes it permanent. You're not going to be able to lift it up. You won't be able to lift it back up like you could regular watercolor once it's purely saturated and dry. So just, you know, be aware of the different, just because it's water soluble doesn't mean it can be lifted back up. And it doesn't really matter if I get a little out of lines. You know, I'm trying not to, but the background's gonna be blue. So I think. We'll see how much time we have. Because I do want to get her little face and everything done. Alright. So let me get all these yellow ones here. I'm just wiping off as I go to keep it from getting oversaturated with the orange. Making sure I stay in camera. Turn my chair a little, let's get that fan on me. The back of my chair blocks my fan, which can be good when I'm doing collage bits. It gets hot too. So y'all liking the way that looks? Again, just getting off the excess so I can keep it ombreing. Let me get all these yellow ones over here. And you can do this with anything, like lettering is really good. Ombreing your letters, like writing, you know, illustrated, like drawn letters to fill in. It looks really good to ombre letters, text. Thanks, Terry. Thanks, guys. Now let me get all these yellow ones going up the side here. I'm not squeezing the brush. I'm just letting the water on the brush itself like be pulled into the page. I'm not squeezing the water out at all. And I know there's probably people that have colored this somewhere around online on YouTube. So, you know, if y'all want to see different versions of it. And I don't speed any videos up because I like I like, well, not only because it's a live show and we're doing it live and I don't edit anything. What you see on YouTube is what we got here in Ustream. But because it also shows you how long it actually takes. You know, when you watch a speeded up video, not that there's anything wrong with them, don't email me. But when you watch a speeded up video, you don't really realize how long, unless the artist or, you know, colorer or whatever, unless they tell you how long it took. Like, I'm speeding this up and you're seeing it in 10 minutes, but it actually took me 4 hours. You know, then you don't know how long it actually takes to do a project when it's speeded up. So, you know, so there we go. You can see that. So I'm going to hit it with the heat gun real quick and add just a little bit more orange around the ones closest to her head. And it's pretty dry already. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more on the stars here, and then we're going to go into a part 2. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and go back with the pencil now and add just a little bit more dark orange, you know, the burnt orange on the ones closest to her head to make sure it really has an ombre effect. All right, so I'm just going to go around her head here. On the ones closest. All right. Yeah, I think, you know, real time, if you're trying to learn a technique or something, I think real time helps. For, like I said, you know, especially when you think you don't realize how long something takes. You know, you watch a speed video, again, not that there's anything wrong with the guys, we all have a, you know, different techniques and different, it all has its purposes. But especially if you're a new person to a technique and never tried something before, and you see something speeded up, you know, after you've done enough coloring, you know how long it takes, right? But let's just say you really haven't done much coloring and you see somebody doing all this blending and watering and, you know, all this stuff, and you think, oh, wow, you know, I got 30 minutes. I got an extra 30 minutes in my day. I'll whip one of those out, you know, when it really takes 4 hours or, you know, longer. You know, my Bennett Klein Oh Dear that I did took like 8 hours. So, you know, and took like 10 parts of video. So, you know, it's all, you know, it's all good, but you got to realize, you know, when you're watching a speeded up video, it's time lapsed, right? It's literally time lapsed. Okay, so let me dry this real quick and we'll take a quick look at this. Hey, Vicky. What happened with Red Lobster, Vicky? Thanks, Terry. Terry said she loved Oh Dear. Yeah. Okay, so again, we're coloring in the Pop Manga coloring book, and I'm probably not going to pronounce her name right, but Camilla de Orico. And this is the page we're working on. So, you know, I took a little extra time before I started this to show the ATCs that have come in, the 3 new sets. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this now and go run and get some coffee, and I'll be right back. And we'll try our best to finish her another hour, even if it takes 2 more parts. So I want to, you know, we'll see. Okay, so hang on, guys, and I'm not leaving you here in chat, but I'll be right back for a part 2.